Just standing here looking at this cast iron and aluminum and more aluminum and more aluminum. Awesome, a small block Chevy. The first thought that comes to my head whenever I look at it is, oh boy. Hi guys, Tyler from T.N.T. Garage, and today we're just going to do a quick snippet of what's to come. Now I know I haven't been putting a whole lot out there, but it's Wisconsin and it's winter and it's been cold and it sucks. So I don't want to be in the garage any more than you want to go skinny dipping in Lake Monona. So what we have is I got Trace's engine back to my garage, which some of you guys will notice that this is the 350 that we looked at for his 86 square body GMC. Now, we discovered in that video that there's a serious sealing issue in the valves in these heads. So I had another set of Vortec heads, and I went ahead and took them to a local machine shop. And just to have a valve job done, have thread and rocker studs put in, and have the heads checked over, the valve guides ground down and the seats ground down to accept higher lift was $1,400. And now that's dealing with 194s and 150s. And who wants to do that for $1,400? So I came up with a better idea. As you guys can probably see over here, we got a box that's labeled A.F.R. My Lord, what is that? Well, that, my friends, is Airflow Research's 195 Enforcer ass cast heads. Now these babies pack a punch for the dollar. And their party tricks are 202 intake and 160 exhaust valves. They've got dual valve springs on stainless valves that can accept up to 600 lift. And they're a 195 cc intake runner versus the factory Vortec that's 170. Now, chamber size 64, just like the Vortec, so we're not going to have to worry about, compression being changed too much. And those heads are drilled for both the Vortec pattern, which I have on this here Edelbrock Performer aluminum intake, or the OG small block Chevy intake, the ones where you have the two angled bolts on either side of the head and two in the middle on the EGR crossover. Now, with those heads and the camshaft that I ordered, which you guys will find out soon, along with a special, let's say 16 little parts that are going to go with this, is going to make this one snotty little small block through these 1 5/8 primary tube, 3-inch collector, long tube headers. She's going to be a nasty little motor, and we're going to be looking just north of 4 when it comes to power. Now, the best part is what I have here in this collection of parts makes a great basis for my son to get acquainted with and then upgrade off of. He can run a better intake with a Holley carb. He can run a hotter camshaft in it. Those heads will support way more power than what we're going to be building here. Plus, we got a blueprinted HEI in here. I'm not going to run an MSD box because it's only 400 horse. The cam will give up before this thing starts pinging. I mean, we got a pretty healthy cam, but it'll flatten out, and I'll teach my son on how to drive an engine without a rev limiter, before the valves float. But there you go, guys. There is progress happening here at T.N.T. Garage, and I can't tell you how excited I am to get this engine put together with my son and have the camshaft and the heads in it. And we're going to go ahead and take it to a dyno just to see if I actually know anything. So there you go, guys. We're going to leave that here, but once me and my son get to working on this, we're going to pull the heads off of this motor, and then we're going to pull up my old TPI motor, take the heads off that. We're going to do a head-to-head, get where I got there, comparison on what you want to look for in a cylinder head, whether it be a nice budget head. By the way, those AFRs are $1,200 for a pair, and that's a screaming deal. But we're going to do a comparison of what you're looking for cylinder heads per your small block Chevy application, and you can apply it to other motors. But I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys are too. And trust me, even though it's cold, we're going to build this motor within the next, give me 2 months max, because you know how parts are anymore. Because now, with the things going on and the extra parts I got to get me some hardened push rods. So there you go, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for subscribing. And we'll get the square body running. And to the left of me, we'll get the Camaro going, because we will make Iola this year. And I promise you that. So thanks again for watching. Have yourselves a great day and keep wrenching.